Hello guys and welcome back to Dimension 3D. Today we are going to texture this model that we have created in the previous video. Make sure you watch that video first. I have given the link below in the description, so do check it out. And I will also apply the grease pencil line art here, so make sure you watch the full video. And you can see the full render view here. So without wasting any time, now let's start the video. First let me bring up the reference image, and I will start the texturing from this part. So go on to shading tab here, and I'll select this part here and click on new, and I will just change the color to black and increase the metallic to 1. Now press shift A and search for noise texture and connect the factor to the roughness here. Now by selecting the noise texture here, press Ctrl T to bring up the texture coordinate node, and I will connect the object to the vector node here. Now if this node doesn't show up on your system, go on to edit and preferences and then add-ons and search for node wrangler here and just enable it. I will just increase the details here, and you can also change the scale from here, or you can change the scale from here as well. I will just keep it on its default value here, and I will just slightly increase the scale from here. So this is looking good. And I will just change the color a bit to match it with the reference. Now select this part and again apply that material. I will just rename this material as black, and again I will select this part and apply the material here. And I will just slightly decrease the metallic value a bit. Now select this part and click on new to assign a new material, and I will just rename it as white. And now I will just select this part and then copy these nodes from here and then go back and paste it here and connect the factor to the roughness here. And now I'll just increase the metallic value a bit. I will just change the color a bit. Now for this part I can take a new material, or I can do one more thing here. That is, I will just take the white material here and make a duplicate of it, and I will just rename it as off-white here. And I will just change the color to a bit darker tone. And now we can see we have that material that we have created by mistake. So go on to Blender file from here and search for materials, and then delete the material that you want to delete. So now that material has been deleted. Now I'll just select this meshes and apply that off-white material where it is needed. Now let's texture this part here. So I will take a new material and change its name to navy blue, and again select this material and copy its nodes here and paste it here and connect the factor to the roughness, and I will increase the metallic to 1. And now I will select the color and select the eyedropper tool here and pick the colors from here. I will just apply a weighted normal modifier here to get rid of that effect. And I will just slightly decrease the metallic value a bit. Now go on to edit mode and then select these faces here, and I will just duplicate this material, and using the eyedropper tool again I will pick this color here, and now I will rename it as light yellow. Now go on to shading properties here, and I will just go on to object mode and apply the navy blue material first. And now I'll come here and click on the plus icon and take that light yellow material here. I will just assign it here. Now select these faces here and again click on plus icon here and assign that black material here. I will select these faces and again assign the black material here as well. I will just increase the selection using Ctrl plus and then assign the black material. So this part is done. Now coming back to this part, it has also some black materials, and I will just select the faces here and again click on the plus icon here and take the black material and again assign the black material here. Now we have this mesh that have gone inside, so I'll just go into edit mode and delete one side of the mesh, and then I will just bring the cursor to the center of it, and then I will just bring it outside and place it here. Now I will apply the mirror modifier here to mirror it on the other side. Now coming back to shading here again, I'll select this part and apply the black material. And this part here, it has also some black material as well. So I will just select these faces and again assign the black material just like before. Now let's texture this connector here. So I will just take a new material here and rename it as yellow, and using the eyedropper tool I will pick the colors from here, and I will just increase the metallic to 1 for now, and I will just bring the nodes that we have copied earlier and connect the factor to the roughness. And now I'll just change the metallic value a bit lower. And again I'm just selecting the parts and applying the materials. So now let's make the scope lenses here. I will take a new material here and rename it as lens and change the color to a bit yellowish tone here. And now I'll go on to render properties here and then turn on ambient occlusion, turn on bloom and turn on the screen space reflection here. And I will also turn on the refraction here, and then I will come back to the shading properties and I will change the principal BSDF to the glass shader. And I will just decrease the roughness here, and I will set the IOR to 1.1 here. Now here we can't see through the lens here. So for that I will just turn on the screen space reflection from here. and now you can see it has that opacity. I'll just change the color a bit here. And this is looking good. It has that lens type effect as well. Now select this part, I will isolate it first and then select this faces here. Click on the plus icon and add the black material here and assign it to it. Now for the switches here, I will again take a new material and rename it as red. And change the color to red as well. And I will increase the metallic value here. And again just pasting that node that we have copied earlier and connect the factor to the roughness. So the switches are looking fine. And again I am just applying the materials. Now go on to edit mode and then again select these faces and click on the plus icon and take that light yellow color and assign it to it. And now I'll select this face here and assign a black material to it. And these faces as well. I will just apply a small bevel in these edges here. So I will just select these edges here first. And then just apply a bevel here. Now I will just apply a weighted normal modifier here to get rid of that effect. Now we have forgot to model this part here. So let's model this part quickly. And also I will model this small bolts here. So I'll just model one of the bolt here, and then I'll just duplicate it and place it as it is in the reference image. Now select this bolts here and apply a black material to it. And select this grip and apply the white material to it. We have left out some of the bolts here, so let's select them and apply the black material to it as well. Now coming back to this part, go on to edit mode and select the faces here, and I will increase the selection using Ctrl plus, and I will assign a black material to it as well. And there is some black material here as well, so I will just select this face and apply the black material. And I will do the same here as well. Just select the face and then apply the black material on it. And again I am doing the same procedure here as well. Now you can see there is a small cut here, so let's make it quickly. I will just take the knife tool here and make a cut here, and then select the edge here and make a small bevel here, and then go on to face mode and extrude it inside. And I will just apply a weighted normal modifier here. So some edges are looking weird here, so I'll just clear the normal data from here and I will reapply the weighted normal modifier. And there is a cut here as well, so I'll just take the knife tool here and make a cut here, and then select this edge and again bevel it and extrude the faces inside. Now coming back to shading mode here, I'll just select these faces and apply the black material. So our shading is completed here. Now let's apply that grease pencil line art here. So first select the whole model here and move it to a new collection by pressing M, and I will just rename it as asset for now. Now by selecting the whole model, press Shift A, go on to grease pencil and take a blank here, and then take a line art modifier from here, and on the collection I will take the asset, and on the layer it will be GP layer, and on the material it will be black, and I will just increase the line thickness a bit. Now take a new camera and then press N and turn on this camera to view. So you can set the camera just like your perspective camera. So I'll just set the camera here. Now I'll just turn this off. Press 0 to go into camera view again. And then select the grease pencil here. I will just turn the renderer from easy to cycles here. And I will just set the noise threshold to 0.8, and I will just decrease the max samples to 100. Now again come back to grease pencil here, and I will just make this frame 2 here. And come down to this bake part and just bake it. Now I'll just go on to this environment tab and I will just take a HDRI map here. And now go on to render settings and go on to film and turn on the transparent here, so the background will not be visible anymore. Now come to this render passes and turn on the Z here. Now bake the line art once again. And now let's render it and see the result. So you can see the line art as well. So that's the end of the tutorial here. If this video is helpful to you, please like, share and subscribe my channel for more tutorials like this. Thank you and have a nice day.